Hey, Stav, eldest, esteemed guest. I'll keep it quick, and I hope this is on a regular episode, not the Patreon. Times are tough out here. Anyway, work at a small company. I'm the office manager. We have a warehouse manager, and I don't know how to approach the fact that the warehouse manager doesn't wash his hands after he takes a shit in the morning. I feel like,
bro. I mean, wait, you just work. Yeah, that's going to happen, bro. I'm sorry. But keep going.
Hard to bust somebody on that. You know, it's like a one-person bathroom. Like, if I approach the boss saying, hey, man, I don't think he washes his hands, like, how do I approve it? It seems like a tough one to tackle. I feel like I'm being kind of like an office snitch if I waited outside the bathroom. It just seems like an invasion of privacy.
No.
And then
you just gotta tell him.
I mean, but how? This is an interesting. How you're like, hey man, I've had my fucking glass to my ear on the door, and I never hear the sink go off when you're shitting. I hear those breakfast burrito farts, but I don't hear any fucking running water.
I think you started off with a question. He leaves the room. If you're ever near the bathroom when he exits, you just hit him with a little. You wash your hands? Start there. Start by posing the question, yo, you wash your hands? And if he's like, no, be like, dude, you gotta wash your hands.
Hold on. He said, who's this guy not washing his hands? The warehouse manager?
Yeah, the warehouse manager.
Is he above him?
No, but the guy works in a fucking warehouse. I've worked at a warehouse. These people are animals, dude. They're not gonna, this guy's not, you're telling me a guy who works at a warehouse, the office manager, who is, that's a way, it's like, they don't respect the guy who has to order the toilet paper, the soap he's not using. This guy's job is to just like, he's not going to listen to it. And he's probably younger. He's the warehouse manager, right?
The guy who isn't washing his hands is a warehouse manager, and this guy's the office manager.
So we're talking about some fucking old guy that's been working in a warehouse for 30 years, and now a guy who, he just started working there? Did he say? I'm just telling you, this is not as simple as you think it is.
Really?
No, man.
I feel like even just bringing it up. I mean, I guess I can't imagine that because I wash my hands like everything I do.
Pussy.
I get a little thing, wash my hands. Little thing, wash my hands. I wash my hands like fucking 20 times a day. So I can't imagine taking a shit and not washing my hands.
Look, that's foul. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a strict hand washer. I'm not gonna, but I wash my hands after shit. Look, I'll be honest with you, most pisses I'm not washing my hands.
No, I wash my hands before I pee.
Before,
yeah,
respect.
my hands.
Wow, you might have converted me with that.
Your dick's not dirty.
That's a great point.
You go in there, if your hands are dirty,
my dick.
You dirty your dick, and then you wash your hands after. It's like, what's the point of that?
You're a genius.
The only thing that doesn't look good sometimes is if you wash your hands first and then you pee, and then new people enter the bathroom, and then you leave. They might go, that guy didn't wash his hands, not knowing.
I'm free of that judgment, though.
That you like that, I don't worry about.
I live my life in a way where that doesn't affect me.
So yeah, I start.
But if piss gets on my hands, I'm washing my hands.
Well, yeah. But
I won't have to be a real problem.
We're in our 30s. We're better at peeing than that.
I've been holding my penis for years now.
Yeah.
And so you're right, but I just don't think this. Having worked with warehouse guys and in a machine shop, and my dad's a contractor. These are the type of guys that really, it's not even that he cares about washing. He doesn't. Here's the problem. It's not the sanitation issue. This guy will see it as he's being challenged by a younger man he doesn't respect. So whatever it is, he'd be like, fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell? I'll wash my fucking hands if I don't want to. I won't. I promise you, that's how this guy would. Anyway, that's who I'm imagining.
Okay, well then
let's keep going.
Okay, well I have another potential solution too.
Okay.
And then if I kind of accused him of it, knowing, then he'd be like probably wondering how I figured that out. But I mean, it's as simple as walking by the bathroom and then not hearing him fucking use the sink after he takes a shit in the morning. We worked together long enough, so I don't know. And I kind of got a little OCD, so it bugs me a lot. So I don't know. Any advice is great advice. Thanks, Stav. Love the pod.
I have something too, but go ahead.
I have an idea. If there's ever a situation where they're all kind of talking, and he is able to naturally slip in a story where someone doesn't wash their hands after taking a shit and how gross that is.
Got E. coli.
You know, you're like, yeah, this guy, I know, didn't wash his hands.
Yep.
This negative thing happened.
He got pink eye.
Also, fucking disgusting. Can you imagine?
Right.
To the guy, can you imagine?
But here's what the guy does. Yeah, fucking gross. Just keeps not washing his hands. Because here's the thing. Like, if you accuse him, you have no proof. He'll just be like, yes, I do. Yes, I did. What do you do then? If somebody says, yes, I did wash my hands when you know they're lying, you have no recourse.
Yeah, that's true.
Then here's my idea. You're the office manager. Shut the water off one day, right? Just the spigot. Right before this guy's about to shit, shut the water off.
But then he can't flush.
That's why I'm saying I think there's a spigot under the sink. You don't cut the water off to the whole building. You cut it off at the sink. You know, you can go underneath the sink and cut it off.
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, and you wait for him to shit, and you come out and you're like, dude, I'm so sorry. The water was off. You couldn't even, could you wash your hands? Because now you know for a fact the water was off and he didn't wash his hands. So he can't lie about it. That's maybe your only way to trap him into that. But
well, it depends if he's a reasonable human being. I think the reason I said the question is because recently a woman in my neighborhood,
she was shitting
her dog
outside.
took a big shit right at the bottom of my driveway.
Ooh.
You know, like right in the middle of my driveway, big shit. And my neighbor's like, yo, someone just let their dog take a massive shit. And I look at my cameras and I see the dog, I see the woman. And I was like, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, okay.
If I see her. And I was like, wait, how do I do this? Because I can get a little confrontational.
Sure.
Like if I say something seriously, it sounds intense. If I'm like, hey, did your, you know, I can quickly,
Sure,
the blood starts to boil.
I get that.
And I was like, the best way to do it, if I see her, next time I see her, because it happened like a week ago, I'm like, I'm going to pose it as a question. I'm going to be like, hey, you got bags? She's walking the dog, you got bags?
You need some bags? I got some bags.
And if she says no, I'll be like, you got to have bags.
Got to have bags.
And if she says yes, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Just making sure, because I did see you on my cameras.
Shit.
Let your dog take a shit and walk away.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane. That you're so in the right, though, to be like, hey, please don't let your dog. I don't even think you need to ask a question. I think you're so squarely in the right. Yeah. And you have proof.
I was considering printing out the screenshot.
Oh,
and
that's
sticking
awesome.
it on a pole.
That's awesome.
And my fiance was like, "Please don't do that."
Yeah, no, that's way too conversational, too quick. In your situation, you could just say, "Hey, you can ask the question like, "Hey, was that?" Because then she's like, "No." Then you're like, "Well, that's interesting because I actually saw you and I was giving you the benefit of the doubt."
Yeah,
I would really appreciate it if you just didn't do that anymore.
You didn't let your dog shit right in my driveway.
Exactly. And if she doubles down, then you print it out. But you don't want that. You don't want to escalate.
No,
you want to
I'll wait. I can wait on that one.
Yeah.
And if I see it again,
yeah,
she might get a printout. But it's just right at the base of the driveway, in danger of being run over and smeared.
Smeared, dude. You don't want that.
And then I was like it's the hard driveway to back out of. And I was angling my wheels. So I was going around obstacles.
It. Yeah.
But then like after a few hours, someone stepped in it and it was just like, and it became uncleanable.
Of course. Yeah.
Just became part of the street.
Part of the milieu of your driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think in this case, he's a grown man who doesn't wash his fucking hands. I don't know what to tell you. If you really feel super strongly about it. Now, again, if this is the kind of atmosphere I'm imagining where it's a warehouse office thing, the thing these guys do respond to is like, you could bust his balls about it. Like I don't think being polite and being like, excuse me, Jeffrey, I noticed you didn't fucking wipe, or you didn't wipe. That'd be awesome if he knew that. I noticed you didn't wash your hands. He's going to be like, fuck you, nerd. Ooh. But if you're like, you fucking scumbag, did you get shit on the, hey, did you get shit on the fucking refrigerator, the company refrigerator?
Or you see him shake someone's hand and he'd be like, hey, watch out, this guy doesn't wash his hands after he shits.
You just got shit particles on your fucking
I'd wash your hands if I were you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he doesn't wash his hands after he shits.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's the way, I think that's the only, again, if I'm reading the situation right, if this is like a warehouse guy who's like a, blue collar guy who doesn't like to be challenged, That's the language those guys understand. Now, if you're in a reasonable office with reasonable people, like Jimmy naively believes that's how the world works, yeah, you can have a conversation with him and it'll stop, I guess. But if you want the real shit, you got to embarrass this man until he fucking buys
I like that.
Yeah.
I would say depending on the man.
Yeah, that's true.
Either hit him with the little nudgy question.
Little nudge, yeah.
It's a question with a smile, like, hey, you wash your hands or?
Yeah.
And it's a little ball busty.
A little bit, yeah.
But you're giving him the question.
You got to strike the tone of light. You got to strike the tone of light ball busting on the initial question.
Yes.
To open up, you don't want the initial question to feel snitchy.
And you don't want it
to feel ball busty.
But you're right to say you don't want to be too serious. If you're like, hey,
yeah, could I
talk to you?
Can we discuss about? Do you have a minute later?
Because then he's embarrassed.
Totally.
And then the embarrassment turns to fuck off.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, he's unreasonable. He doesn't wash his hands after he shits. You think this is a guy you can reason with?
Yeah.
It is disgusting. So anyway, that's my advice to you.